Hi. Welcome to day 7 of the 30 days challenge. And today, I it's been a very quiet and restful day. I started the day because I didn't sleep early yesterday. I think I slept around almost 4 5 a.m. there, about or it was even past 5 a.m. So I wanted to sleep until like 12, but I had a live stream at 12, which is on the YouTube channel, and I was going to stream about AI tools. So I had to do some preparation, practice with some of the tools that I've been using, and also record some of them and document it so that I'd be able to teach it. And it went great. I enjoyed the session. I did 1 hour 30 minutes long session, which was great. Then afterwards, I was feeling so exhausted because actually when I slept around 5 to 6 a.m. thereabout, I couldn't sleep much. So I woke up around 9 a.m., which was like 3 to 4 hours sleep. So after the session, I was tired. I wanted to rest. The place was hot and it was quite busy, so I couldn't do much. But later in the day, after I had been lying around doing nothing actually, I had to get back to coding. And one of the things that I've been working on for our startup granted is revamping the application process. So the grant application process we are trying to automate as much as possible, but then I realized that there were multiple entry points, so I needed to try and understand all the possible routes someone would use to access an application. So just to give you some more context, when you come to the platform and you find grant, so we have a discover page, and on the discover page you have all the grants that we have listed on our platform, as well as we have a for you column where you get to see recommendations based on your profile. So we have that as well. But wherever you go on the discover page, if you find a grant that you are interested in, you can go ahead and click on it, see the details, review it. Once you're ready, you can click on the apply button right under the grant detail page, and you should be able to start an application. But the caveat is that we always associate an application with a project. This means that you need to create a project before you start an application. So in cases where you found a grant and you do not already have a project that you want to associate with it, then how do you handle that? That was one of the things that I needed to think through. The next thing was the fact that you can also have gone the project route where you go to project, then create a new project. Once you create a new project, we make recommendations, grant recommendation based on that particular project. So you would be able to see the project, you'll be able to create a project, then now see the various grants underneath it. So it doesn't make it's not the most optimal way if after I've seen a grant beneath a project, I click on it and it's now asking me to select the grant. So I needed to figure out if somebody found the grant under a project, how do we automatically detect that, oh, this grant they're applying for this project, but also make it flexible such that they can easily change the project if they needed to. So yeah, I had to do a bit of documentation, doing my brainstorming. I like it when I have to voice out my things and try thoughts and try and explain it to myself. Then I go back to the AI. So today what I did was I went back to Claude. No, not Cloud. I'm using Kesa. So I went back to Kesa, and the first thing I did was to bring down all the things I was thinking about. So this particular one, explaining it in detail, how I would prefer it to look like. Then I asked it to generate the workflow diagram using Mermaid, and that was amazing. It visualizes everything that I'm talking about, and it makes it easy for me to now explain it to anyone that I want to explain it to. So that was really, really good. Then afterwards, I had to write like a plan. I used the AI, of course, to write the plan for execution, and that's what I've started working on. So now I've worked on the APIs and currently working on the UI, the front end part, to make the application process seamless. That's my goal. So that's what I've been working on today. I feel it's been a quiet day, but I feel very tired, and I wish I had gotten enough sleep today because it was Saturday. I should have, but I didn't, and the place was really hot, unfortunately. So I didn't really achieve much, but I did. Outside of these things, I tried to also play around with some of the AI tools. So for instance, Grok 4's release, I wanted to see if we had access to it, but then yeah, it's a premium model, so unfortunately I don't have access to it, and I think I've used Grok 3 only once. So I wanted to explore Grok today, and I did, and I found something interesting on Grok. They have tasks which I haven't found in any other AI. So the tax feature, as soon as I saw it, I recognized what it was for and how useful it could be. I'm now testing it out, but essentially it is for you to give the AI work that it should do on a routine. So for instance, you can set it to do a particular task and deliver results to you every day, or say every specify the date, or weekly, monthly, or yearly. And I think that is amazing. So the test, what I am trying to do, and maybe tomorrow when I record a video, I'll tell you about the outcome. What I have done right now is to create some sort of newsletter. So I've given the Grok 3 a prompt that it should scout the internet for information around AI that has been released in the past 24 to 48 hours and generate a newsletter for me, send it to me via email. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that happens, and I've set it to 6 p.m. each day. So by 6 p.m. each day, I expect it to go to the internet, search for information, package it into a newsletter, and send it as email to me. So that is like me going out to do the research on daily basis. Now I have this AI that does the work for me. I will tell you more when I see the outcome of it, but I think that is really, really cool. Having automations like that has been one of the things that I've been looking forward to. So today as well, I started looking into N8N, which is an automation workflow automation tool that enables you to leverage AI to automate almost anything that you can automate on the internet. And I started exploring it today. I didn't do much, but yeah, I get the concept, and I think what I like about it is the amazing integrations that they have, such that you can connect so many things. And this means that if you have, and I think this ties into something I said yesterday about automation. If you have a process that you can manually do, you manually do the process, and you know this is successful. If I do step A comes before step B, then step B to step C, then from C I do this and do that. Once you are able to come to that understanding, it becomes easy for you to automate it. And now a platform like N8N can allow you or enable you to create such automation. So I'm looking forward to creating my first N8N workflow and testing it out to see how it goes. But yeah, that's one of the things that I explored today. Another thing I explored today was Google Gemini Gems. So Gemini has a feature called Gems. I actually talked about it, introduced it on the live stream, but I wanted to take it a step further. I tried a new workflow, and maybe in the future I would record some videos on it, trying to see if somebody had no programming knowledge, taking an idea and building it whilst also getting real data. So the entire workflow, but in the second step involved creating a gem and using that to get information from the internet, which I was able to do, and it was amazing. I love using it, and I'm already beginning to have ideas on what I could potentially use it for. But this month of July in digital school, if you check the YouTube channel, the various live sessions, you would see that we have been hosting sessions every Saturday, and these are the things that I teach. So I need to practice them, I need to play with them. I see these things as toys, and I still find myself as a young boy, like a very young boy. And so I love the toys when they come out, and I want to play with them. Once I play with them, I get experience, and based on that experience, I can come and share with people. So that is one of the routines, and I love that I got the time to practice some new workflows today and having gotten new experiences to share with the world. All right, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoy the video, please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you're yet to subscribe to the channel, do subscribe to the channel, and also comment in the comment section your thoughts about these things and what more you'd want me to be talking about when I do these videos. And for context, for those of you who do not know, I am doing this 30-day challenge where I'm recording daily. Unfortunately, I'm unable to post this continuously, but I'm doing my best to record every single day. So as and when I am available to post it, I'll post it. Then yeah, do all to I'll show you the results after 30 days, how all this whole experiment went. But if you want to support me and want to motivate me to keep going, then please do subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and comment your thoughts below, or even comment words of encouragement, and I would highly appreciate it. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.